we are going to discuss Dunning procedure. Dunning procedure is called as payment reminder procedure. We do send payment reminder to our customers. Generally, it's been handled by emails, writing letters, notices, etc., etc. But when the number of invoices are going to be really high, in that situation it becomes really hectic to keep a track of them. So in that situation, we are having a system called as Dunning procedure into the SAP system, which takes care of all these automatically. We just need to set up the parameters. Now, let's see how to set up the Dunning procedure, and then how to use that procedure with the customers. So first of all, understand there's just single stream C code of the same that's called as MBMP. This is called as MBMP. So hit enter. Okay, over here, click on new procedure. The procedure name, what is the company code? TA01? Okay, so let's define that name only. It's not necessary to define that name.
TAT1.
Hello? Yeah?
Yeah, it's a TAT1.
The company code is TAT1.
Yep.
Okay, fine. You can take anything, just for relevance I'm giving it TAT1, okay? Now, we are thinking of a setup where we can be able to send reminder to customer. I'm thinking of a scenario, say every 7 days. You can run it every day, you can run it once in a month. It's up to you. What is the frequency, running interval you want to keep? So I'm going to run 1, 2, 3, and 4 levels. These are levels. Then we are going to run first time on 7 days, second time on 14, third time 21st and 28th day. This is interval. Okay. Terminate charges. Every time we send correspondence to customer, it may involve some charges. Okay. So these charges are basically taken care of as a part of late payment fee. You might be looking around in different invoices if you don't pay the bills on time. So it will be like that. So put it here as $10 for the first time, 20, 30, and 40. You can keep it $1, $2, $3, $4 also, because it's just the correspondence charge or the late fee. So how much a person will be charging. But anyway, I'm just thinking of a criteria. Okay, I'm not saying this is how we work and this much charge we put and all that. Okay. On the first two, no interest, no interest. Here we have interest, we have interest. I mean, interest and Dunning charges, both are separate things. Dunning charges are late payment fees and correspondence charges. and this is interest that we can calculate from here. So let's define that, see how we can be able to do that on the system. So dunning procedure, dunning interval in days, I'm keeping as 7. Number of levels, I can take it up to 9 maximum, but I'm keeping it 4 only as per my criteria 1, 2, 3, 4. Minimum days in area. So if you are going to send a correspondence to customer on 7th day, so up to 6 days it will remain in the accounts without taking any action. In the line item grace period, put 1, because even if the customer pays after a day, we don't mind, we will consider the payment. In the interest indicator, do select 01, a standard item interest indicator. There are 2 types of interest indicator. One is balance interest indicator and the other one is item interest indicator. So item interest indicator is basically deducting the values from customer vendor line items only, and balance works on total balance of the GL account. So it will work on the gross amount of GL accounts, and the other one, item, works on item by item. Hit enter. Do not put anything in the reference data. Your own name is going to come here. Even if something is written over there, delete for the time being. Once I hit enter, acha, click on a standard transaction dunning here. Also, see the TAT1 came automatically here. Hit enter, and you are good. Now click on levels. It is showing first day, 8th day, 15th day, 22nd day. But I'm not looking like that. I'm looking for to send the first notice on 7th day, second on 14th, third one on 21st, and 28th. No interest on first 2. This is also my criteria. If you want, you can calculate interest on all the levels. Okay. And the last 2, I'm going to run interest. Up to third one are the general dunning. The 4th one is legal dunning. Legal dunning means basically we are going to what do we say? Send the invoice to judiciary for settlement purpose. It will be sending the item to the court for dispute. So up to third level, I mean 21st days, we will wait, and if we don't get payment by 27th day, it will be simply sent to the court for the settlement purpose.
Yeah.
Okay. Click always done in all the cases. Print all item here. Leave deadline blank and click on always done in legal procedure. Then go to dunning charges. The currency is USD, so put it here. From amount 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 levels we have. If you want to set a minimum amount, below that dunning should not be calculated. You can put it. If you want, if an invoice value is $100 or less, dunning should not be calculated. Put this amount here. If you don't put, it will be set to default, which is any value.
Yep.
Okay. Over the right, you have dunning charges and then dunning charge percentage. Put one of them, either charge or either percentage rate. So putting percentage may be problematic sometime if you have a very large transaction. I mean, $100,000, 10% means it's a lot of money. So it's better to put it in the terms of absolute dollars. So 10, 20, 30, 40 is the threshold limit that we are charging here. Okay.
Yes.
Then after, go to minimum amounts. So write the currency. Put 1, 2, 3, 4. Since we have 4 level, if you have more, you will be putting it here. Minimum amount, if you have given, repeat that here. And minimum amount for interest. Interest will be charged basically as a percentage rate. But if you want to put an absolute amount that you charge as interest on minimum basis, you can put it here. You might be looking at sometime you have a bill of $100 and 10% interest is there. So it's been just 1 month and you have calculated it came something like $2 to $3 or something. So if you want to set as minimum criteria that need to be fulfilled at least when we are charging interest, so we can put it here like this. Minimum this much of interest will take for sure. That is what the point is. Okay, it's nothing to do with charges. Charges is correspondence charges. Now click on Dunning texts. Provide the company code TAT1, valid for customers only, not for vendors. Saying maintain Dunning data for company code TAT first. Okay, fine. Click on new entry, put TAT1 and check here Dunning by Dunning area and separate notice per Dunning level like this and save it. Save it again. Sorry, 1 second. You guys can hear me?
Yeah, yes.
Okay. Now again I'm going to click Dunning text. You will see a different option this time. Now click on Dunning text again. Hit enter. See, you have a different window this time. So for the first time, for any company code, when you will maintain Dunning procedure, it will give a different window like it was coming previously to check Dunning by Dunning area and separate notice per Dunning level. But again, when you will save that and again when you hit Dunning text, you will find a screen like this. Put 1, 2, 3, and 4. Now from here you have to select the form. You will find Dunning form at the top also in the between also. Do not go for the one on the top. Select one in the middle. Dunning form. It will look like this. First two forms are plain forms, no interest. So it will be displayed like this. The third form is interest form. So select Dunning form with interest. And the fourth one, if customer don't pay on time, we are going to basically run an internal notice for that. Select internal Dunning notice for the respondent and then simply go back and then save it. Your Dunning procedure is ready now. Now you need to post this Dunning procedure to your customers. How? AR, master, and FD02 to change customer. When you do, you have to put a company code that is what? TAT1 and select the customers one by one. Let's take only one, wholesaler, Walmart, and continue. 100400. In the company code data, you will find correspondence tab here. Inside the correspondence tab, select Dunning procedure. Your entry is TAD1, so double click on it and simply save it. You will be good. Hang on. Okay. Now, to run the procedure properly, we have to book an invoice in backdate. Why backdate? Because our running procedure is scheduled to be running in 28 days. So if we give the current date, we have to wait until next 28 days.
Okay.
So I'm gonna post a transaction in the past. Walmart. Oh, it's the current date. Sorry, I'm taking it 1/8/17. Like this. The amount would have to say $90,000. Account 3,000. Put a star here. Period not open. Okay. I'll open the period quickly. OB52 T81 8 to 12. Okay, fine. Posted. Say it's in back date. Posting date as well as document date. Both are same. Posted. Achha.
Your voice. Hello.
Just a moment. Just a moment. We have posted an invoice in back date. Now, run it on the frequency of 7 days. So if we have booked the invoice on first, so we'll run for the first time on 8th or 9th of that month. Now, we are going to run the running procedure. How to run that? In AR, you will find periodic processing, and inside that you have F150. Done. First of all, pick a run date. So 1, so let's run it on 9th. These dates are really necessary. Invoice date, and then after for the first time you have to put 7 days or 8 days later. So I booked invoice on first, so I'm taking it as 9th. Identification, say T81, anything you can take. Just like automatic payment program. Go to parameters, post it up to, put the same date. Here, you may choose the customer, or you may choose the range it like this. All the entries will be selected. Go to medicinal log. Here also 1, 2. Click on status, say parameters, and then click on schedule. Start immediately. Dunning print with scheduling, and then click on schedule. See, hit enter and see one Dunning notice is generated, out of which one to be sent. Where you can find this. Click on System, Services and Output Control. Click on Execute button, and here you will find the first form. This is first Dunning notice. Invoice listed below are due for payment.
Okay.
If you paid this amount in intervening period, please disregard this letter. $10 as charges has been deducted there. So it's 90,010. Now after 9, we are going to run it on 16. Again, schedule it. Refresh it. This is the second form. Click on the form. This is secondly sent you a reminder about the due date of our last date. We have, however, not been able to find a record of incoming payment, and so there's a charge of $20 out of $90,000. So total showing as $90,020.
Okay.
Now, after 16, the next 7 day will be 23rd. Come down to 23rd of October, and here put it like this. Then 1, 2, 9, 9, 9, 9, 9. Status, save parameters, schedule. Just a moment. Click on schedule over here. Third notice printed. Refresh it and find it here. This is gonna have interest. See, it's showing 9.250%. Dunning procedure is not charging interest. For interest, there is a separate procedure called interest calculation procedure. This is just for informing the customer that we are charging an interest with rate of this one, this much.
Okay.
Only Dunning charges will come here. Okay. And finally, the fourth one is court order. How to generate that? 23rd, so 30th. Five, 24. Then finally, refresh it here. This is Dunning notice. It's not written anything because the whole format of the code will be attached after this page. 29 days in arrears, Dunning level number 4. I mean, we have sent 4 reminders. So this is how Dunning procedure proceeds further. Okay, guys.
Okay.
Yeah.
This is all for the day. The next topic will be tomorrow. That's bills of exchange. We can't attempt it right now because it is going to take some time.
Okay.
So let's do it tomorrow itself.
Mhm.
Okay.
Okay
Okay,
then.
sir.
After
Yeah. Okay. All right, sir.
1, 2, and 3 classes, 4 classes. FI will be finished.
Right.
Okay.
Okay, sir.
Yeah, okay.
So, I just want to know, sir, how much more time is that thing going to take?
On this training.
Yeah, this training, like,